Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Realm of Orya. In this video, we will continue with Volume 19, Chapter 1, The First Battle, Part 7. If you haven't watched the previous video or chapter, you can find the link in the description below. And before we start, this video contains spoilers from Tensura Light Novel. And by the way guys, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon to get notifications for upcoming videos. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Kumara, who witnessed this transformation, remained highly alert from the beginning. The reason she hadn't finished off Orya and instead expelled her from the battle was that she lost control when she sensed Vega's persistent gaze. To some extent, Vega's malevolent presence could not be concealed. Although Orya had perished, Vega had become stronger. Since Vega seemed to have been injured when he arrived, this could be seen as a complete failure on Kumara's part. They have failed, haven't I? What matters is not the number but the caliber of enemies. If I allow the enemy to grow stronger, I won't be able to face Rimuru-sama. Internally, Kumara felt a cold sweat, contemplating how to recover from this situation. Having been defeated by Karian and Frey previously, she didn't possess an overabundance of confidence in her own abilities. Ideally, she would have killed Vega right then and there, but she knew it was beyond her control. When confronted with a formidable opponent, it was crucial to assess their strength. Failure to do so would only lead to defeat, or even death. Kumara fully grasped the unacceptable nature of such an outcome. Now that she had exited the deathless labyrinth, she couldn't afford to make the mistake of losing her life. Therefore, although she felt ashamed for allowing Vega to become stronger, she managed to avoid being drawn into a situation where she might have committed an even greater error. A single decision could make all the difference. If Kumara had lost her temper and attacked Vega, she would have been repelled, resulting in his ability to prey on her. However, Kumara's decision to wait and observe allowed a third party to intervene. We've been instructed to retreat. Vega, the battle is over. Suddenly, a figure appeared on the scene and halted Vega, who was prepared to attack. That person was Mai Furuki, who had been standing idly by until then. Feldway had ordered her to retrieve everyone, so she used instantaneous movement to arrive at Orya's last known location. However, Orya was nowhere to be found, and Mai happened to stop Vega's outburst. Vega obediently complied. Having just acquired a substantial amount of power, he instinctively realized that he couldn't absorb any more sustenance. Thus, Kumara's predicament came to an end, and the battle concluded. Mai retrieved Vega and headed to the location where Arios lay dying. Arios had suffered severe damage to his heart from Sawe's attack, rendering him destined for defeat. However, Arios and the other transformed beings known as Jotun could survive even without a heart. Upon sensing Mai's presence, Sawe, who had jumped back, inquired about her identity. It was Vega who responded, saying Sawe should remember her name and appreciate that she had bestowed it upon someone insignificant. However, this time, it seemed challenging to do so as Sawe immediately recognized that Vega had become exceptionally powerful. This individual was Vega the Power, one of the leaders of Cerberus. Sawe wondered what had caused such a drastic change in Vega since their last encounter. In this world, it was possible for a person's power to undergo a substantial transformation, almost turning them into a different entity. Rimuru, Sawe's lord, had also experienced such intense enhancements through his demon lord awakening and true dragon conversion. Therefore, Sawe understood the concept. However, he couldn't easily accept Vega's newfound strength. Sawe believed it was crucial to uncover what had transpired with Vega, but the opportunity to do so slipped away as Mai swiftly retreated from the scene. That woman, appearing without warning and disappearing just as swiftly, she might pose a greater threat than Vega. That was likely a form of instantaneous movement. Whether it's magic or a skill, there is typically a preliminary step required to traverse through space. Being able to bypass that step and instantly teleport without leaving any trace is an impossibility even for the primordials. While it may be theoretically possible, it remains an elusive accomplishment. There's no need to thank me. I was merely following Rimuru-sama's orders. Besides, we failed to eliminate Arios. As a result, we have to assume that our information has been leaked to the enemy, and the next battle will be even more challenging. While we have achieved our tactical goal of survival, I don't think we can be too pleased about it. Based on this information, Sawe realized the need to reassess his future strategy and, while reflecting on his failure, he adjusted his mindset. The battle had concluded, and the opposing forces outside the castle retreated once Feldway did so. Consequently, we gathered in the conference room where it was now safe. Rimuru, Sawe, and Diablo joined me, along with the knight captains from Leon's forces and the demons led by Guy. We were also accompanied by Sylvia-san, Elmesia's mother, who had been a mysterious helper. Let's not forget the crucial witness, ex-demon Lord Kazalim, also known as Kagali. Just before the end, I managed to use isolation on Kagali, ensuring she wasn't seriously harmed. However, Ter, who had been protecting Kagali, suffered severe injuries. Despite the recovery potion's ineffectiveness, Meadle-san, the leader of the specialized recovery unit, was currently tending to her in the hospital room. Overcoming an attack of such magnitude relied solely on one's determination. All I could do was pray for Ter's recovery, as I felt powerless to help her. Now, our focus shifted to the future, which was why we had gathered here. Each of us would share information about the enemy and provide reports to devise future strategies. The objective was to review our plans thoroughly. As soon as our gazes met, someone approached me directly. It was Guy. He appeared to harbor resentment towards me for ignoring him during the battle, and I knew he had complaints. To handle the situation, I decided to employ my It Never Happened skill to its fullest extent and conceal any issues. Rimuru-kun, you jerk. How could you ignore me at that time? No, I didn't. I have no idea what you're talking about. You were looking right at me. I genuinely didn't notice you. More importantly, I'm just relieved that everyone is safe. Don't change the subject. Besides, Leon has been captured, so it's impossible for everyone to be okay. That's true. However, we had already taken that into consideration, right? Now, everything is still going according to plan with Leon. You mean the plan we discussed earlier? I can't help but feel like you're just postponing the problem. Are you really confident about this? Maybe. But you agreed when we discussed it, didn't you? If Leon, who is currently under the enemy's control, regains his senses after attacking, we can turn the tables on the power imbalance. Well, yeah, I agree that it's a reasonable plan, assuming Leon is safe. If we can reach the point where Leon starts attacking, that alone would give us an advantage. Is Leon-sama going to be alright? We have the means to free him, so don't worry. Either way, we're running out of options. Let's trust His Majesty Rimuru. Now, let's move on to the plan. Forget about Leon for now. But Rimuru-kun, you definitely made eye contact with me back then, right? Damn it, this guy. He just won't let it go. What are you talking about? Don't you dare play dumb with me. You jerk. I was struggling so much dealing with Velzard, and you just ran away without even pretending to help me. I didn't run away. I trusted you, you know. As always, you're so smooth with your words. The point is, if you had quickly come to the rescue, we wouldn't have had to go through all that trouble. Whoa, what are you saying when you're the ones who didn't contact us? We were on high alert and responded as quickly as possible. Wasn't that what the magic transfer circle was for? It didn't activate. And besides, shouldn't you have been able to contact us using this ring under any circumstances? That's right, I was told that the demon's ring, which I received upon becoming a demon lord, would allow me to contact others under all circumstances. Yet, neither Guy nor Leon contacted me. If Dino hadn't informed me, our response could have been delayed even further. I hope he considers that more carefully. Oh, right. That ring was made by Velzard, so she could have easily sabotaged it. Sorry, I forgot about that. Well, if he admits it so openly, I can't really argue. Yeah, well, let's just say it was both our faults this time. You're right. It would be problematic if there's any conflict between us, so let's stop fighting now. The people I was looking at were Rain and Misery. For some reason, they were forced to sit on the floor as soon as they entered the room. Oh, those guys. Do you want to know what happened? If you ask me if I want to know, I'll only feel troubled. Guy's gaze was kind of intimidating, and I didn't want to get involved. Oh, I'm not interested in. Actually, these two idiots were having a good time drinking while the rest of us were fighting desperately. I'm a bit angry about it, so I'm figuring out what to do. Is that really true? I directed my question not to Guy, but to Rain and the others. Misery remained distant and silent, but Rain pleaded with tears in her eyes. No, it's not true. It's a tragic misunderstanding, Rimuru-sama. Don't listen to her. You'll taint your ears. Alright, we don't have much time anyway, so let's quickly exchange information. I interrupted Guy's words. The others, who had been observing our conversation, remained silent on the matter. Diablo was the only one who shook his head disapprovingly, but he didn't appear to want to interfere. Thus, we left Rain in tears and Misery looking foolish, and we immediately focused on our task at hand.